I can't believe I'm saying this, but I truly think that you're smarter than AI. And there's 5 points that I want to make today on why you should stop using AI for everything today in your business. I can assure you, you're wasting time with AI. Everyone right now is doing lead magnets for the best AI prompts or which one's best, if it's ChatGPT, Claude, Manus, Anthropic, all these different things. And truly, just right now, I'm telling you, you're wasting more time researching, writing the best prompts, investigating, training the AI, rather than spending the things on what matters most in your business. It feels like it's a lot of procrastination. AI is definitely the biggest shiny object there is right now. Everyone's trying different things. Everyone's testing and creating dashboards that nobody uses. And you're just wasting time playing a video game that feels like it's productivity. It's just procrastination. I help clients every single day, ranging from their first 10K, 20K, 50K to up to $100,000, $500,000 a month. And I can tell you that the best thing that I can do for them as a mentor, as a coach, and as a consultant is not giving them more things to work on, but just reducing the amount of things they're wasting their time on and wasting their productivity on. You're obsessing over the wrong thing when all you have to do, realistically, if you're making less than 100K a month, isn't those little tweaks that you can make, but essentially what are the bigger items that you can move in your business so that you can get to the next step, which is the one you've been dreaming of, which is the one that you have in your New Year's creative vision or whatever. All those little things of which AI writes better, which one has the best prompt, or who's gonna give me the best prompt to train my AI. Doing all those things that feel like work is just procrastination. None of that matters if you don't have the right personal brand. None of that matters if you don't have a good offer that actually gives people results. None of that matters if you don't have the right essential models in your business. None of that matters if you don't know how to communicate with your clients one-on-one. None of that matters if all you're thinking about is how to make your business easier to run, when that's not the focus right now. The focus is how can I create a product that I can charge high ticket for, that actually gives people results and actually builds up my reputation in the industry. That's what you need. People don't want more regurgitated AI slop bullshit when they paid you 5 figures. They don't want that. You're wasting time on the thing your clients don't want. Most of the times, all you need is better business fundamentals. Point number 2 here, and you're seeing this right now as I'm recording this, and if you go through YouTube or if you spend time brain rotting on Instagram and even TikTok, you're realizing that human content is winning again. Where maybe a year and a half ago, I was guilty of this. I was doing a lot of content that was highly edited, have the lights like I have right now, because at least for YouTube, I have to record in 4K so it looks better. But I used to record on my camera IG content, and I used to spend money on the editors and people who can do like the fancy edits and the visual effects, auditory effects, all these things. You can see that in my Instagram. And while I don't regret that, you can see now that that's not the trend. The trend right now is being so raw and being so real that people don't comment, this is AI, or don't comment, this script was written by AI. Human content is winning again. And the thing that you have to realize right now, that you're still early, is that when everyone zigs, you zag. When everyone's using AI prompts in Claude so they can write like a human. But when the scripts in your industry are really just polished by AI, and you can tell. Because if we look, let's just Google this real quick. If you search like the most common AI structures, you see it all the time. It's not this, it's that. First, second, and third, and fourth, and in conclusion, it's worth noting that all that noise and all that chaos, like you can instantly tell when things are really just horrible. Polished AI content, it's generic, it's wanting to sound professional or wanting to sound way too polished, when right now, what you're seeing, at least right now today, in Instagram and social media, it's raw thoughts, raw wisdom that you've gathered through actually doing the shit that you need to be doing, putting that into your own thoughts, creating your internal intellectual property and putting it out there so you can teach people, so you can change beliefs, and you can show people that you have the wisdom through actually being in the trenches of doing the work that you're giving clients. So you have to be creating content that's raw, it's authentic, it's content that feels from the heart. You're not reading from a transcript. It's not robotic, and it's content that creates more connection. Now, at least right now, today, we can say that it's easy to tell if something was written by AI, but I don't know if that's going to be the case in 6 months or even a year. So what you have to do right now is, instead of relying too much on AI content, because this goes to the next point that I'm saying, get good at raw dogging it on camera, bro. Like that, pause. Just get good at raw content like this, create connection with people. So for point number 3, I think I'm gonna die on this hill. AI creates more work than it saves. How much time have you spent telling Claude to go over your script, and it rewrites it, and it's so wrong, and you just go back and forth trying to train Claude to write like you, but it keeps making the same mistake, or with ChatGPT or with Gemini or whatever, it keeps making the same mistakes, and it doesn't matter how much you train it and how much memory you think the AI has, you keep saying the same thing. All the time you spend training it, you could have spent learning something better so that you can become better at this skill. So that's why most creators are just giving you the best prompts, how to rewrite things, how to fix the AI tone, how to add your personality, how to rework all the stuff that you've been doing. But what's the point of using AI for specific tasks, specifically for content, for scripts, for VSLs, for sales letter, if you're spending more time correcting it and just fighting a losing battle than you actually doing the thing, putting it out there, testing it, seeing what's wrong, seeing what's good with you? Then you're spending all the time and wasting the time into training an AI that's not going to do the work as good as you could do it. Like, you're literally spending an hour getting mediocre output when you can just do it yourself. Point number 4, I think the most important: AI is not going to be able to replace your experience, at least for now. Your stories, your scars, your failures, your experience with your clients, the personality that you have with your clients, how you act in public, how you express yourself, the gestures, the things that you say, the specific words that you say all the time, how you give client results and how they reciprocate that back to you. All those little things that are in your brain, those are things AI can't replicate. And that's the thing that kind of gives you that taste and that sauce of like you being the personal brand that you are. If you're trying to spend so much time putting all of that into AI, it's not going to be the same. And while people might not be able to call it out right then and there, trust me, subconsciously there's something that just doesn't feel good. You can feed it as much data as you want. You can spend thousands of hours giving it all of your prompts or all of your scripts, from your transcripts from your calls, from your sales calls, your transcripts from YouTube videos. You can give it all that you want, but it's still not the same because you're living experiences every single day that you can talk about. You can just take your phone out and just record something very raw, very real. Right now, AI can't replicate that unless you spend a lot of hours, or who knows how many days, creating the perfect automation content machine at that time, and just do it yourself. You legitimately have a lifetime of context you can't feed AI right now. Okay, but it sounds like I don't want to be like a hater of AI. I use AI. I definitely use it, and I definitely used it for this video as far as like doing the right bullet points, not scripting anything, but giving me the right bullet points so I can speak and I can riff. So yeah, I use AI for a lot of things. Like, you'll see down in the description below, which is the most important thing right now, is the best thing that you can do AI for right now is understanding what to use it for. Not just using it as, I'm busy, I'm working on something, and just you thinking that you're doing something when you're not. You're just really procrastinating. And I believe 5 years ago, playing video games, today that's the equivalent. Using AI right now for bullshit that you're never gonna use, it's the equivalent of playing video games 5 years ago. It's literally the same thing. Time passes, you feel like you're doing something, you think that you're training your mind because you're whatever. You're not doing shit, bro. So I use it for organization, I use it for SOP. So like, I just record something and it gives me back an SOP. I use it for brainstorming. I use it for summaries that I give my clients sometimes when we have really long call. I condense all of that, I create notes. AI does that for me. It's pretty good. I use it for a lot of research. So I use Perplexity for research. It's really good. It can go really deep into like minutia that I would have never figured out myself. And a lot of things like manage your tasks, like obviously Zapier, it's incredible. Automations, workflows, so with Go High Level, which I'll drop a link in the description below. But it's not really good at replicating who you are as a brand, as a personal brand, your voice, your stories, your creative strategy, your way of thinking, your direction, because that right now is very hard to replicate with AI. So 100% use AI for manager tasks, really not too much for creative tasks. Now, some people might argue, if you run an e-commerce store, obviously you can do a lot of ads with AI. I have friends that use it. That's not the case. I'm not speaking with e-com people right now. I'm speaking with people who are very worried about creating a personal brand now, where it seems like even your clients are using AI. I have a lot of my clients right now. Everyone in the fitness space, you're seeing this. Whenever you're going to a sales call, people are going to be saying things like, hey, yeah, I asked ChatGPT what to use to solve my problem. I'm using Gemini to do research on what supplements are the best things to do, etc. You can't fight that. It's going to happen. You got to understand that for you trying to build a business and creating a personal brand, having great content, delivering incredible client results, all those things right now, you can't use AI. You're smarter than AI for those. And the thing is, like, right now, many businesses, at least a lot of the clients that I coach, some feel that they are overwhelmed or that they are being left behind because everyone is using AI, everyone's using all these prompts and all these dashboards and all these things they're creating for clients. But honestly, all of that stuff, it's bullshit. People are not going to use that. Clients don't care about those things. If something isn't strategically attached to an outcome that the client paid you for, nobody's going to use it. Nobody's going to use a dashboard that you created for 5 hours and it looks so pretty and it filters everyone by color. Your clients don't care about those things. They don't. So I know and I understand that you're overwhelmed about what's the best AI to use, what are the best things you can use. But right now, I can tell you from the heart, don't worry about those things. You're overwhelmed because you're trying to manage all the different apps. So you use Claude for copywriting. You use GPTs and ChatGPT to do whatever. You use Gemini so it connects to your Google Drive and whatever. You use Manage for Instagram and Facebook. So you're thinking you're saving time when in reality you're just wasting a lot of time trying to figure out things that are not going to work for your business. When the whole thing that you need to do right now is understand what's the one thing. What's the one thing that if you finish today and if you work today, it's the thing that's going to move the business forward in such a way that everything else, it just doesn't matter. What's the one thing? See, when I help coaches scale, when I help coaches have a breakthrough, when I help coaches get to $1 million a month, it's not by adding more things. It's just by deleting anything else that doesn't add a purpose to the business right now. And you adding everything. You trying to figure out what are the best AIs, buying credits for everything. Like, bro, like I know because I've tried it all already. I've done it. The issue is not AI. The issue is that you feel like that you need to adopt everything in AI right now, when in reality, all you have to focus on is just a very specific things in your business that create a breakthrough that you're looking for. Create that one win that you need. And that one win is not hidden in the best AI prompt, in the dashboard that you're trying to do for your fitness client. If you're a financial coach, it's not hidden in the automations that you're doing when a client takes a picture of a receipt, or it's not hidden in the pickup lines that you can do for a relationship. Like it's not, man. It really is. Now, like, again, don't get me wrong, AI is incredible. I use it for my clients. I use it all the time. But it's incredible only if you have a specific one usage thing that can legitimately scale your business. That's why down below, and it's gonna sound hypocritical, but I promise you it's not, I built a quiz that once you answer a couple of questions, it tells you exactly what that one problem is. It's not gonna tell you to build a dashboard. It's not gonna tell you to build an app that nobody's gonna use, that none of your clients are gonna care about. It's literally gonna tell you your problem is, for example, personal brand. These are the things you need to do. Your problem right now is conversions. This is what you need to do. It's client fulfillment. This is what you need to do, etc. It's very pointed. And once you finish that quiz, when you have legitimately, that's the one thing you need to work on, it gives you a freaking AI bot in your pocket to help you fix that one thing. Not everything else out there that you don't need to do, just the one thing that you need to fix, and it fixes it all for you for free. So I'll leave it down below in the description below, so you can use it. It's free. Use it, abuse it, do whatever you want. And just because YouTube is extremely smart, the next video that's right now on the screen is probably the next video that you should watch. I'm not going to Manus or Claude or whatever to do something that none of your clients care about. Please help your business. Don't procrastinate by using AI for things that nobody's ever going to use. I'll see you in the next one.